I don't think I could ever shoot a child.
It's not what we're there for, it's not what we're trained for, it's not in our DNA.
I think teachers being armed is trying to put out a fire with gasoline.
It's not practical at all. My kids who are traumatized don't need weapons. They need therapy, they need social workers, they need so much. Weapons aren't the answer.
They want to pay teachers extra to carry a gun. How about you pay teachers extra for being teachers? Because they're underpaid and we're having a problem with teacher retention.
Being on the younger side of the spectrum, it's pretty insane to think that someone wants to give me a gun.
There are a lot of variables. I mean, again, a teacher could be having a bad day. There's some teachers that get angry, and I mean, not all teachers are perfect. They do get emotional, and some might react on that.
They're looking at 350 to 700,000 teachers that would have to be trained to carry guns. That's absolutely outrageous, combined with about 6 months to train people to carry guns. Those factors alone make it impractical.
Assuming that we should all live in some world where everyone is armed at all times in order to prevent against someone else who is armed is not a solution to protecting children. And beyond that, it fails to even acknowledge the reality that there are shootings that occur outside of schools, and how does arming teachers protect against that?
Well, I talk about with fellow teachers, and I have not met a single teacher, either in person or that I know nationwide, that agrees with this.
I've used weapons before on the shooting range. I, as a teacher, I know myself. I know I would be comfortable in protecting my students. So no matter what it takes. I don't think every single educator should be armed. The school system as it is, the school environment, the school community has to start being proactive in keeping the school community safe, not reactive.
When you're asking a teacher to train to eventually quite possibly kill a minor, then the conversation gets a little bit more muddy, turns a little bit more ideological than anything, partisan in other parts. I'm a little bit worried in terms of the range of opinion.
Earlier in the year, we did have an incident at my school where someone took the life of one of my colleagues using a gun. The upsetting thing is that the gun was acquired legally.
A better idea than arming teachers? Oh, there are a bunch. But I think legislation is the way to go. We need to ban assault weapons. We need to make it so that people who should not have a weapon cannot get a weapon.
There are a lot of things that the money could go to, like, for example, after-school programs.
It's amazing that suddenly all this money is available for education when we've been crying for years for assistance.
I think mental health is a serious issue that we're not addressing as a country. We're not addressing it in our schools. It's those difficult conversations that we need to have.